Today is chore day, so we are going to battle this mess going on my table and do some brushes, get some brushes washed, and call it good. So I hope you're here for it because that's what we're doing today. All right, this is a dang mess. This is from when I was out of town this week for work. This is going in the dirty laundry, and honestly, this also needs to go into the dirty laundry. And so do those, so we'll just put these over here. This stays in here. This all stays in here, so this is one thing that we can just zip up, if I can do it all one-handed. I don't normally do these kind of videos, so I'm gonna have to figure out a different kind of setup if I'm gonna do them again, because holding the phone and doing everything one-handed doesn't work for me. Okay. Have you guys been back here before? Let's open up this. These are some Christmas presents and skincare and stuff like that, but this is where my bags go. All right, this is my roulette palette. I've really enjoyed this. I've used the poop out of it so far. I would normally put it up here, but these are all the brushes that I have washed, and I need to wash those, but I need to put all these brushes back where they go so you guys can sit there while I do that. Okay. Mascaras. Everything that was in my bag when I left. These are all the eyeliners I took. These were fun. So I think I have some eyeliners on the table or on the vanity too. I do this one, but I think I'm gonna declutter this. I think this will be in my declutter. I don't love how it sat on my lids. It actually destroyed the makeup look that I was going for. What is this? My black pencil. This is it's a MAC paint pot. I've gotten really happy with using that as a one and done eyeshadow with just a liner, like my liquid liner over the top of it. This is all my Project Pan stuff, my deck of panning stuff. This is my build your own palette that I just put up on Monday. You guys probably will have seen that already, hopefully. This just needs to go back in my purse. These are clean, these are not, so these need to go in here for dirty. This is dirty, this needs to get washed. Actually, I'll just flip this. Nope, that is dirty. That doesn't get washed nearly as often. I'm really actually kind of disappointed in this Clarins lip oil. I don't like it nearly as much as I like this one here. Yeah, I'm not sure that was a smart purchase. This is my setting spray for now, I guess. These are clean. This one stays down here. These are all my double-ended brushes so that I don't have to worry about them getting ruined. This goes in here. I don't love this. This dries out my lips so bad. This is the Rabanne Love Balm. Yeah, it dries out my lips. I'm not sure I love it. This also goes in here. And this also goes in here. What is that blue? Oh, I see. There's a reflection from those lights right there. Hi. I'm like, what is that? It keeps moving. Okay. All right. So this typically would sit right here with the pen in there. I've never done this before, so you guys will have to let me know how you like it. Okay. There's lots of shadows. Maybe I should turn on this light. Yeah, there we go. No more shadows. Okay, so this is just my 24-hour brow setter that I'm using currently. I do mark them now when I open them so I know how long they've been in use. These two go in here in my everyday makeup drawer right now because those are part of it. This actually, listen, I think I told you guys when I pulled this in to my Shop My Stash that I had this blush at one point in time new and gratis to me, and I gave it away, and then I got it again in gratis. So I'm really actually pretty happy that I kept this one. This is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores blush in the shade Adored, and this is just a really pretty, like, I know it looks super like corally pink in the screen, but it's actually a little bit more mauve and cool toned and honestly kind of natural, so I really like it a lot. These two both go in here. With all of the worry that I've had over my Patrick Ta eyeshadow palettes that you guys saw in a recent video, I did think that we were going to see like maybe some, you know, mold in here too. That like is not hair, that's a brush hair, because I do dip my brush in here and realized over the week while I was gone that my brush was shedding all over me and my product, which makes me want to get rid of it. But I really love the brush. It's a Japanesque like contouring brush. I'm really happy to say though that the Patrick Ta cream bronzer doesn't have any mold in it, so that makes me happy. The last thing to, well, kind of last thing to put away is this Natasha Denona Foundation X Plus. It goes into my Project Pan stuff because it is a Project Pan foundation that I have in use. I'm really sad because every day that I wore that while I was out of town, somebody commented on how awesome my skin looked, and it was that foundation, and it makes me sad that I can't get it anymore. This is almost gone, you guys. Even this like space in here where it's looks full, it's actually quite empty. So I'm excited to have that going out of the Project Pan potentially next update in a few, well, it's only about 10 days from now. And then this is my NYX glitter glue. The component broke, so I did stick it in this little pot, and I usually just keep it, oops, making all kinds of noise. Usually just keep it right there. This guy I use a lot as a, like kind of a primer. I guess I could put it in, oops. It's a tinted moisturizer by Origins. I don't love using it on its own because it does turn me kind of orange. But I do use it a lot as a base. So maybe I'll stick this in with my primers. For now, I'm going to keep it up here, just right there, because it seems smart to keep it there. These are my tweezers. They go in here. And these are all the dirty brushes. I'm putting them in these little brush dudes back here. I put like my eye brushes in this one, and then my face brushes in that one. Goes down there. This. Ooh, did that make you guys dizzy? It's kind of making me dizzy watching it. So this is my lip liner by Charlotte Tilbury. This guy needs to go over here. My hair stuff. These are boxes for if I have to ship anything. That is all of my hair products and some perfumes. My Hello Kitty chair. That's all a bunch of... This is all a bunch of gratis that I need to give away or something. Perfumes. You guys, oh my God, am I making you sick? I bought some more of those balls, those Ulta mini brands balls. And I have so many duplicates. I need to take them to a store with me. These are all declutters that I've had over the last several weeks that I've shared with you guys. My daughter needs to go through those. And those actually are, this palette needs to go in the garbage. It was moldy. This one is singles that I've gotten rid of over the last year. This one is my tore apart Winky Lux palette that I pulled like 3 shades out of because I was going to keep those, but the rest are decluttered. And then this is a duplicate Becca highlighter that I had in, I think it's in Pearl. Yeah, it's in Pearl. And I was going to give it to my daughter, I think. Where's the opening? There it is. But when I opened it up, it was solidly broken in there. So I plan on using it to mix with some of these and maybe come up with some pretty fantastic new highlights to my collection. Like I need another highlight. We can't do anything else with this guy, so I'm just gonna leave it there until I get my vanity cleaned off. But I usually put these two inside of this, and I carry around like my clean brushes and dirty brushes in these when I go out of town, so that I don't like reuse the brushes, but also so the brushes don't, you know, get their dirty selves all over all the other things that I am traveling with. And then these just go in here also. So I have all of my travel bags and then all of my candles, and then down here is my actual big travel bags, and then down here is all of the bags that I get gratis. It's crazy. All right, these are going to go in the dirty laundry. This is moldy, so I am going to put it up with these guys here. I do wonder if I can take the... Ooh, oh, I just dropped one of my perfumes. I hope that didn't bust everywhere. I wonder if I can depot this. If you know, let me know. We're good. It didn't break. Thank goodness. Okay, before we send those guys to the dirty laundry, I'm going to wipe this. Let's squirt it with some water. This guy has definitely seen better days. But it works. I love having it, that's for sure. I'm going to leave it over here because as soon as we get the brushes taken care of, I need to wipe this. You guys see how dirty this is? It's disgusting. Okay. Let's put away some brushes. I do have rhyme or reason to how I put away my brushes. So I try and make sense of it as I'm putting them away, because otherwise it gets away from me and it just feels overwhelming. But some of them only fit in a specific way. Okay. If you ask what my rhyme or reason is here, I might tell you I'm just absolutely not sure. So there's that. These are more like domed and stiff, so I use them a lot as like concealer brushes, eye primer brushes, things like that. Mostly because they're stiff. So, you know, they're not great for necessarily pushing makeup around as much as they are like really just kind of placing and moving, if that makes any sense. Movement, yes. Pushing, no. Does that make sense? This one goes over here. This one goes in here. This goes here. And these ones are all my little, like, buffer brushes for, like, my waterline. Here is detail brushes. Water. Some of these. See, that one's a flat packer too. I don't know. I think I had these some other way. Confuse myself with my own brushes system. It's because I pack more than one brush into a lot of areas in my brush caddies. So now I'm gonna wash good old Windex. And we're just gonna take this towel. All right, somebody's at my door. Those may have to wait. These brushes, I'll go in here. Oops, that one goes in here. Those go in there. Spray some Windex in there. Look at that, almost good as new. That is, I think you can put these in the dishwasher. I need to do that with mine at some point. But one side is pretty clean. The other side is still has some remnants on it. And it's wet right there. But it's clean. That is clean. So we're just gonna put that right back there. Those look all good. The love of my life and my daughter have my scale that normally sits here because they're making candles for everybody for Christmas, which is super exciting. I forgot about this brush. So there's that. This is where when I'm doing my eyeshadow, I tap my brush off in here so that powder doesn't go everywhere. And this is where some of the like wonky brushes go, I guess. This one maybe needs cleaned, but this is like my skincare like serum brush, and then of course my eyebrow spoolie. And then over here, this is my last pack of makeup wipes that a friend of mine got me. I don't buy these anymore, but I got them from a friend, and there was 4 packs of them from like, they were Betsy Johnson from like TG Maxx or something. So might as well use them. I have them, but they're not my favorite. And then these are just some extra like crazy brushes. I use this one for like my About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paints to use for a mascara brush to put some of that color on my lashes. And then this is my like silicone pad for shimmers. I think these are a gimmick. They don't work for poop. And then just a couple more just weird brushes. I usually just leave those sitting there. So then this can go back on here. And then my palette that I'm using can go here. And then that's it until we wash brushes. I am going to go put these in the dirty laundry and go grab a new towel, and then we will wash some brushes. I do this about once a week. I know that some people have asked me how often I wash my brushes. And the truth is, I wash them after I use them every single time. But it's via Cinema Secrets cleaner, which is in here, and I put it into a squirt bottle so I'm able to shower it on to maybe some of the bigger brushes. And then I also dump some into this guy, which is just a Cinema Secrets tin for the smaller brushes. I do this after every use. And then once a month, I will wash them with, honestly, Dawn dish soap. I know that that sounds crazy sauce. But I have a Cinema Secrets brush cleaner that I use for my, that you guys will see that I use for my sponges, but you just dip it in. I like to saturate it quite a bit and then just wipe it on the towel and then wipe it off, and it's super clean. That is what we are doing. I buy 2 Cinema Secrets a year, the big bottles, and usually those 2 bottles will last me a little over the year mark. So, I mean, they're $42 for one of the big bottles, but I think for $84 a year to clean my brushes after every single time I use them. That brush was pretty dirty. You guys can see the water now. And I have to be honest with you, I think that that is a part of the reason why my skin looks as good as it does, because I'm kind of a germaphobe, right? I know it seems like I'm being crazy awful to my brushes, but I promise you I have the most delicate touch. Right, all new, clean sponges, clean brushes, clean vanity, clean Sigma switch, and a table that is put together. I'm so excited. So there we are. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing my crazy did nothing with myself face and enjoyed my makeup chores. And until next time, bye.